What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dizzle, and this is my sixth grade story. So, when I was in sixth grade, my favorite subject was English. Like, I loved reading, I loved proofreading and editing people's papers, like finding their mistakes, whether it was, spelling, grammar, punctuation, all of that stuff. Like, I loved it. That was just my favorite. Like, English was it. Like, I still love English to this day, but definitely that was my favorite subject when I was in sixth grade. So the technology that I used at the time was that was when the 64 had just came out, the Nintendo 64, and it was the best because you went from games that you could only use 2 players to now 4. 4 people could play at the same time. That was big back then. This was before Xbox Live. This was before the Sony network, and you could play at home with millions of people around the world. Like, no, everybody had to come over. We got some pizza, we got some sodas, and we got it in on the Mario Kart, the 007. Like, the 64, man, I'm trying to tell you, that was it back then. And today, it still holds up today. Like, that's still my favorite system today. We still play Pokemon Stadium and all of that stuff, man. Smash, the original Smash Brothers. Like, yeah, that was the technology back then. That was the best. Alright, so what was my favorite movie at the time? I didn't really have a favorite movie, but I do remember the movie that was big was Friday. Friday had just came out with Ice Cube, and everybody was walking around quoting the movie, and I was like, what are y'all talking about? Because I was the only one that hadn't seen it, apparently. It seemed like everybody watched it the same day without me. So it wasn't my favorite movie, but that was definitely like one of the most popular movies out when I was in sixth grade. If I could offer any advice to somebody in sixth grade today, it would be don't try to be the class clown. That got me in trouble a lot when I was in school, trying to be the class clown, because I thought that meant that I had a lot of friends and a lot of people like me, but it was causing me to get into trouble. And even today, I have to learn that there's a time and place for everything. There's a time to be, silly and goofy, but then there's a time when you really have to, just tighten up and do what you're supposed to do. So yeah, if I could offer any advice to anybody, is don't try to be a class clown. Do what you're supposed to do, and be silly when it's time to be silly. And that's my sixth grade story.